RACHAEL DEXTER Last updated 3:45 February 2, 2018. Former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci lasted just 11 days in the White House, and was fired before he technically started his job. People should see the humor in a U.S. President Donald Trump's barbs at North Korea and realize he is not going to change at the age of 71, says ex-White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci. In an interview with a 7.30 program on Australia's ABC on Thursday, Scaramucci said Trump's tweet about having a bigger button than North Korean leader Kim Jong Un was one of the funnier things. HES said, "If you know the president, when the president is doing that, there's an aspect of his nature that I think people will eventually get accustomed to," he said. U.S. President Donald Trump says he has a much bigger and more powerful nuclear button than North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. "There's a little bit of sardonic humor there, there's a little bit of sarcasm. Read more, Trump, my nuclear button is bigger and more powerful. 2017, a wild, weird and ugly year personified by the Mooch. The Mooch reconciles with his wife. What's next for the Mooch? The Mooch gone before he started. Sign up for the latest news from Trump's America. If you know him, you're a snickering. While HES saying that, over the past 6 months, antagonism between North Korea and the Trump administration has put the world on edge, prompting calls for calm from politicians around the world. Scaramucci, often referred to as the Mooch, said Australians should feel reassured that beyond Trump's jokes, there was a bigger picture. Once people realize that what you see is what you get, they'll calm down, he said, even crediting Trump with a recent cooling of tensions between North and South Korea. President Trump is not going to accept ballistic missile activity that can reach the continent of the United States. That's not something that we're going to tolerate. That's good news for the Australians because those missiles could reach you too, and that's just nonsense. The foul-mouthed former spin doctor with an unapologetic ego who lasted a little over a week in the White House, started his interview with a laughing apology to Australian viewers. "It's the first time I've appeared on TV without a suit. I thought we were doing a radio interview," he said, donning a plain black jumper. The Wall Street financier has recently crept back into headlines after his extraordinary unloading on many of Trump's close associates cost him his job in July last year. Among a host of slurs heard in a taped phone call with a New Yorker magazine, Scaramucci infamously called former White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus AF paranoid schizophrenic, a paranoiac. "A little bit of cursing probably helped me out there, right?" he laughed, asking the ABC's Connor Duffy how Australians felt about his extraordinary spray. "I never curse on TV, nor will I ever. I had to apologize to my mum. I had to apologize to Vice President Pence, Sarah Huckabee's dad, Governor Huckabee. I called him to apologize. I do talk like that, by the way, and trust me, other people in the West Wing talk like that." Trump has apparently asked the Mooch back on board, in an unofficial capacity, to champion the government's cause after the release of Michael Wolff's damning book Fire and Fury. Even after being fired, Scaramucci doesn't waver from the loyal official White House line that Wolff's book is fiction. "I'm done with the Michael Wolff stuff. The guy's a complete loser," he said directly to the camera, making a mocking L shape on his forehead. The world was under no illusions to Scaramucci's thoughts on Trump's now disgraced former strategist Steve Bannon in that July phone call. "I'm not Steve Bannon. I'm not trying to suck my own sea." And HES just as frank, albeit more restrained now. "The guy's is off his rocker and HES furious," he said in the televised interview. HES trying to paint a picture of himself that clearly wasn't true. He was trying to suggest that he was the puppet master and President Trump was his hand puppet. It's just a bunch of nonsense. The Age.